that you want to rotate on the axis of your spine.
George, it's so funny you think
Like
I
this.
know what that
See?
is.
Rotate on the axis of your spine.
Welcome back, MuchMusic. Today I'm sitting here with two legends, okay? One, Georges St-Pierre, the icon, story writer, and incredible author, Justin. How are you guys?
Doing fantastic. Thank
Great.
you.
Awesome.
Thanks for that intro.
Number one, I wanted to know, George, how does it feel like being the GOAT?
Well, I don't know. I don't consider myself the GOAT. I think there's other candidate that could be better suited than myself for that.
Really? Okay. Because everyone that I told, well, my brother was very jealous that I was talking to you. And I asked him, I was like, is there anything that you want me to ask George? And he goes, just ask him what it feels like to be the GOAT.
Well, let me tell you something. Like in combat sport, it's very subjective because you can't really compare athletes to athlete, performance to performance. It's very subjective. But if you look at a sport when you can measure the performance, like sprinting, we know that Usain Bolt is the fastest man that ever lives because we have evidence of it. We have the time record. Mm-hmm. But in fighting, it's only one guy against one guy. We can speculate this guy was better, so it's hard to tell.
So what he's trying to say is that he's humble, and being the GOAT is fucking cool.
That's what it is. That's what I got from that too. And I think that that's why a lot of people do refer to you as the GOAT, is because of your humbleness and the way that you've been very vulnerable, I think, about your story and your journey. Justin, I had a question for you about this, actually. Being friends with George, I know you guys are about to have an amazing conversation September 29th. What challenges come with humanizing somebody that is known as an icon and a legend, but you know them as a friend?
Well, the first thing is to separate the two, right? Like I have a friendship with George, and I have a professional relationship with George. Now, I've had professional relationships with people who are not my good friends. But we have so many things, and it's the truth. And you work with people, right? But we get along. But then from a professional perspective, it's a bit of a different thing. It becomes a responsibility, right? Like I'm working with earmuffs, the GOAT. And so that comes with that responsibility to make sure you're doing it right, to make sure and the key for me in everything I've done, all of my works, I started out in journalism. I was a reporter. My best friend was George Stroumboulopoulos. We covered the Raptors.
Shout out.
The first year here at Skydome. And I used to come to Much all the time with George, who's still a pal. But the key always in storytelling is authenticity. Don't bullshit. And the beauty of working with George is everything he does is about positivity, about becoming better, about dealing with defeat, dealing with failure. So all those things are, they're relatable to every single one of us. So he's changed my life for the better, not just as my friend, but as an inspiration. And so my job, my duty, is to try to take those lessons and bring them for others, because that's why this man is here.
This is why you're
God,
a
Justin,
star.
thank you.
Yeah,
Right.
Boom.
like literally, this is.
I should have written that one down.
I
That
was
was
like,
a
that
good
was
one.
beautiful.
It's like an old school when you go, ugh, like where'd that come from?
George, I don't have a single friend that would talk about me like that. So let me tell you that much. I think that you, like, even the way you're answering questions, you have such like a beautiful way of talking. George, do you find that too? Like you're just listening to him, and I'm like, what?
You're very kind.
No.
That's his expertise. That's what he does great. He's amazing. I mean, he wrote my book, and it was very successful, a bestseller, and he's a great person at storytelling. He's the best at trying to at making someone, like taking someone and put the
And
most
making
positive
things
image
up
on it.
about them to make them seem like all
George,
true.
he has a great kind of canvas. He has a great canvas to work with also. So give yourself
I'm
some
very
credit.
I'm very lucky to have him on my team, but he also, in the same time, he knows where a lot of the skeleton are buried in the.
I still have the shovel.
Okay, now well, let me ask you guys this
Yes.
then. Let me ask you guys this. If you guys had to job swap for a week, who would do a better job? If you had to become a UFC fighter, and then if you had to write.
I think he would. He's very athletic, and I can't do what he does, for a living. I can't, nothing come even close, but he would have an easier time to transform into, because he's already a great athlete, so he can.
What's happening?
Wow. Holy moly. I like this.
Yeah.
I don't think I last 8 seconds in the ring with these people. Like I've been practicing these sports and martial arts since the 80s, all of them, but as a curious learner. I don't come up to the ankle of
Yeah.
these guys, male, female, like all of them. So it's very complimentary. He says that he's the best spokesperson I've ever worked with.
What do you think is like the biggest misconception of being an MMA fighter? People that like have misconceptions about what it is.
Well, it's the stereotype, that people attach themselves to it, and I think that's why it was hard to get the sport to a respectful status in the beginning. It was my role. I come from an era where the sport was not popular, and my job, and one of the reasons I always wanted to be remembered for is not only in terms of performance to be champion, but it's also as someone who changed the sport, help raise awareness and bring the sport to a different level.
Wow.
There's a stigma, right? That these are big, tough people just about beating the piss out of each other. But when you start looking at the ethos, what martial arts is about, and what you learn, and the white belt mentality, and respecting your opponent, and praying for your opponent, all these things, when you start pulling away the layers of what these fighters are like, these are very sensitive human beings who have that whole stigma is completely like there's some people like that. There's some douchey guys who are, but then you start meeting people and a whole slew of different people, and then different walks of life, right? Because you have mixed martial artists who come from one of the former Russian republics or Russia, right? And they have a culture and they have a style. And then you've got, some South Americans, some Asian guys, the North American people. Some of them went to college, wrestling. So you have all these cultures melding, coming together. These are interesting people. And so once you start scratching the surface, you discover a lot of depth.
Yeah, there's so much.
Interesting melting pot,
Yeah, 100%. Everybody's like has such like a unique background, and I think even hearing more about your story through my brother, actually. My brother like is obsessed, so I was like, shout out to Taha High.
Was your brother also a martial artist or mixed martial? Does he do MMA
absolutely
or
not. He's beat me up, but but no.
Really, eh?
Yeah, you know what?
Where is he right now, this brother of yours?
where
Well,
is
we'll
this
do
guy?
better. We'll show you some
We're gonna
trick
find
that
this
you
guy.
can use to defend yourself.
Yeah, that's I think what I need to do. If you guys had to score George's life like a film, and if you had to put music behind it, what songs or kind of what genre would that be? We are MuchMusic after all. I do have to talk about music, and George's life I think has so many different ups, downs, and so many like ballads that I think could fit. So I want to know what genre you both think would.
I think a song that would describe. I think one song that inspired me is Drake. Come from the bottom.
Start from the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start from
Yeah.
the bottom. Now we here.
Yeah.
Now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Nigga, always tell stories about the man.
When the odds are all against you and then you achieve your dream, it's great.
You're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go with an I am too. Am, right? Old French rap tune. And I'd maybe do a collaboration when they were doing stuff with RZA and those guys to bring some of that English element in. But
Wu-Tang
yeah,
Clan.
I am, says a man from the Warrior Clan.
That's a good one, actually.
That's my guy.
That's really good too. You know what's funny is a couple of years ago when Georgia did talk to you, you also mentioned that song.
Yeah.
So I guess that one is really, really
Well,
good to you.
I grew up listening to this because that's part of my culture. We speak French back home, in Quebec. But I'm in Toronto. I'm a big fan of Drake as well. Love what he does,
Yeah.
and it was a hit. Start from the bottom.
You're also known as like a student of history and philosophy. I know that has been like a big part of your journey as well. If you had to give a book to every fighter and just be like, this is a book that you need to read, what book would that be?
Well, I really enjoyed reading about. I enjoy reading about paleontology, and what I like about it is like what you read today will be different tomorrow because there's new finding, and the more you learn about paleontology is the study of the instinct organism, and everything in life is like a cycle. So the more you learn about the past, the more you can understand the present and perhaps sometime predict the future because life is like
Right,
a cycle. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so paleontology is where it's at.
Yeah.
I need to start reading.
Dinosaurs, my favorite era, the Mesozoic
I love
era.
dinosaurs.
Triassic to
What's
the
your-
Cretaceous. What's your favorite one?
A T-Rex.
T-Rex, of course,
Tyrannosaurus
the
Rex.
iconic one, and it's from
Tyrannosaurus.
Canada
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like Canada and US.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Alberta.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Tyrannosaurus Rex, been found in Alberta. Yeah,
Oh.
in the Badland. Yeah, of course.
What's your guys' favorite dinosaur?
I like
You
that.
have one?
I like the T-Rex, but if I would have to be represented as a dinosaur, I don't think I would be a T-Rex because there's people that are bigger than me. I would like to be a Utah Raptor. So Utah Raptor was a very formidable predatory dinosaurs, but he had a lot of weapons, like he had a big claw on the foot, and
Like
you
all
know,
these gems that they had within their build.
razor sharp teeth, claws as well. Very interesting.
Oh.
If I was any kind of dinosaur, I would probably go for any politician. I mean, a velociraptor, probably.
Oh, Velociraptor. That one's cool too, actually.
It's just the name, velocity, the whole thing, speed. It just makes me feel like that thing's going fast.
The Velociraptor in Jurassic Park, they didn't portray it as it should be. It's the size of a turkey. A real Velociraptor is the size of a turkey. It's much smaller.
Oh.
So it should be in Jurassic Park movie. It should have been Deinonychus or Utah Raptor. What they portray as Velociraptor.
Wow.
And they had feathers. Now they think they have feathers. So.
Wow.
Very
Okay,
interesting.
well, you probably clicked into this interview thinking you're going to learn more
Dinosaurs.
about him, but you're going to learn about dinosaurs. So, now you know. Now you know. You both are Canadian, and we obviously have such amazing Canadian musicians. I want to know who you guys think have that fight in them. Who do you think could become fighters?
Out of Canadian musicians?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a good one.
We have that grit. I feel like people think that we're
I
very
know who.
polite.
I know who.
Who?
The drummer for Simple Plan, Chuck Kummel.
Whoa.
That guy's he's a friend of mine. I've known him for a while. But when I see him drum and when I look at what he's done as a leader of his band and the guy who created Simple Plan and out of all that and the struggles.
I'm a hip hop fan. I like, Cardinal Official. I've met him. He looked very athletic. Could be a good candidate. Drake also looking is in good shape, of course.
Yeah.
But could be one of these guys.
Drake's a fighter. I feel
You know,
like
he's a basketball player, but he play basketball a lot. But he could be, if you learn a few techniques, I'm sure. I think he does boxing too, with a friend of mine who trains him. So I think he could be good.
He's got a good right hand lead.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I've seen the footage.
I was like, wait, guys, how do you know this?
We got insider
Insider stuff.
insider
That's also
stuff.
going to be on September 29th. We're going to reveal all of Drake's fighting. No, I'm just kidding.
his favorite techniques.
One of the guys who works with him has worked with George for many years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Eddie. Yeah, he used to be my security through all my career, and now he's with him. Yeah,
Wow, that's amazing.
Small world, right?
Do you think I have it in me?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, you're not born with it. It has to be earned. But if you put the work into it, I'm sure you can do it.
You think I can fight?
100%.
There you go.
If you
there
wanted
go.
to, if you really wanted to.
Yeah, if I actually really.
Would you?
Mm,
That's the thing.
I just don't like.
It's a hard way to make a
getting
living.
punched,
A very
you
hard
know?
way. The problem when the people that try to punch, they try to lean into the punch. You don't want to do that. You want to rotate on the axis of your spine.
George, it's so funny you think
Like
I
this.
know what that is.
See?
I'm gonna be shimmying.
Yeah,
someone
there we
trying to
go.
punch me,
There
I'm
it
like
is.
this.
Yo.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah.
Remember that when you punch, rotate on the axis of your spine.
Rotate on the axis of your spine.
Spine. Yeah. If you lean forward, you lose balance and you can be countered.
Athlete to athlete, because you are obviously a champion and I play rec league volleyball from time to time, so athlete,
yeah.
same level, What advice can you give me? How do I get better
Well,
at a different
how you
sport?
get better? I think it takes a commitment, and a lot of discipline and consistency. I think
What
the
did you tell me
discipline.
about practicing kicks? And there's a martial arts philosophy about how many times you practice a kick or how many kicks.
Well, Bruce Lee says he fear more someone who practice one technique thousands of times than someone who practice 1,000 of technique but only one time. So find what you're good at and practice.
So now next time we're just gonna see me spiking that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And what should I be eating before games?
Well, this is a myth. I think I like to train with an empty stomach. But
Oh.
before a game, I think you need something light,
What do you
because
eat? What's your
if
go-to?
if your system spend all its energy digesting your food, it's energy that you're not gonna be able to use to perform your athletic your athlete for your athletics.
Yeah.
So it's important you use something light.
My insane athletics that I will be performing. 100%.
Fruit Loops are a very good pregame meal.
I was
Eat
gonna
a good
say, I'm a Rice
food.
Krispie girl, so I just pop a Rice Krispie.
Because
in, but
Fruit
now
Loops,
I'm
you
like-
want that fruit element in there. You know,
Food,
cherry,
food I
blueberry.
believe is more for recuperation, and you improve during recuperation. It's not before.
Oh, that is game over. Well, thank you guys so much for spending time with me and chatting about your upcoming conversation that's happening September 29th at Meridian Hall. I'm so excited to be there and listen, and congratulations on everything.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for having us.
Are you
here.
kidding me?
Thank you.
Thank you guys both for
It's
being
great to be here.
It's so nice for you guys to be here.
My son's going to be like, finally, Papa, now you're cool.
No way.
Because you're on Much. Absolutely.
Wow.
He's